Conscience Guide Team 1.1 by Sheepdog and Shepherd.
And always let conscience be your guide.
So sang Jiminy Cricket in the Walt Disney film Pinocchio. If only life was that simple regarding right and wrong. According to Jiminy Cricket, when in doubt regarding right and wrong, just give a little whistle to activate your conscience. What does it mean to let conscience be your guide? Do you and I have a conscience? If so, where is the conscience located and how does it function? How does the conscience determine right from wrong? How do I know if I have allowed my conscience to guide me? How does the conscience function? What is the moral authority or moral code the conscience uses to determine right from wrong? If there is a moral code or authority that the conscience uses, is that code or authority congenital, or is it conditioned by society and culture? If it is conditioned by society and culture, how can I be certain of a universal objective standard for right and wrong? Does my conscience reward me when I do right and condemn me when I do wrong? Are the emotions of relief and liberation the consequences of doing right? In contrast, are the emotions of guilt and shame the consequences of doing wrong? What does it mean to have a good, clear, easy, bad, or guilty conscience? What might the various figures of speech suggest to us about the influences of conscience? For example, I cannot in good conscience. My conscience leaves me no choice. I am bound to my conscience. Have you no conscience? Does conscience properly belong to the realm of theology, psychology, sociology, anthropology, or philosophy? Since conscience involves guilt and shame, perhaps we should dismiss it altogether as something invented and perpetuated by a community to exercise control over its members. Is conscience simply the result or consequence of developing social instincts to gain the approval of our fellow man or a community through instruction, experience, convention, or perhaps even intimidation? Is conscience individual only, or is there such a thing as a collective conscience? If there is such a thing as a collective conscience, what happens when a member of a collective entity, that is, a community, organization, or institution, violates the moral authority undergirding that collective conscience? Is it possible that a member of a collective entity would resort to acts of desperation resulting from the violation of the collective conscience? The etymology of the word conscience may assist us in answering some of the aforementioned questions. In the next section, we will examine the word conscience from the Greek and Latin. We will also take a look at how other languages use the word conscience.
Shepherd and I thank you for watching today. We hope you subscribe and return for our presentations on matters pertaining to conscience. Produced by Sheepdog, that's me, and Shepherd, aka M. Gilbert Steiner, author of The Short Man of Nuremberg.